Hi, everybody. Hey, I'm here to help you go through your resume and reference sheet to get them all edited. You are Big Bad Seniors now. And we need to now treat this as your document that you will use when you get out of here to get a job. Now, if you are a childcare kid, please log out of this video, go back into your Google Classroom and pick the video just for childcare. You guys didn't have me last year, so I got to do a separate one for you going with what you did with Miss Landerman. So my creative arts, cosmetology, and culinary kids, please follow along with this video. I will also send you a checklist so that you can double check, because some of you like to see and some of you like to hear. Let's start up at the top. Obviously, your name. Let's make sure that your name is all spelled correctly and you have a capital R, a capital B, and a capital H. Obviously, your initials, but you know what I mean. Make sure you have a period after your middle initial. Over here in your address, make sure you update your address if it has changed since last year. It's got to be the most recent address of where you live. If you have 3 lines of your address, I want you to watch what I do. Watch my cursor. See how it's moving? Watch it, watch it, watch it. It will eventually change. See how it just changed? If you have 3 lines, you have to find that invisible line, because this whole thing was built on a table and you have to pull that line over, and then it will give you 2 lines and not 3. So make sure over here, make sure you have a capital on your city. Make sure your state abbreviation is capitalized. Make sure there is a comma in between your city and your state, and make sure there is a space after your comma. Make sure your capital letters of your street address do not abbreviate. So it is street, it is avenue, it is boulevard. Do not abbreviate street, road, anything like that. Moving over to phone number, your phone number, make sure it has a parenthesis only around the area code. And then you have your other digits here separated by a hyphen. Make sure that your email address is not the school's address. It has to be an updated email address that you will use. If you have to make a Gmail account, that's fine, a Yahoo account, whatever, but it cannot be your school address, because you are a senior now and you will not have a school address as soon as you graduate. There should be a line underneath all of that. And then you'll go to your summary. In your summary section, proofread your personal summary, please. Make sure that you have punctuation at the end of your sentence. Make sure that everything is spelled correctly. To run a spell check, if you don't know, you come up here to tools, you select tools, spelling and grammar, and it will run one for you. Moving down to education. If you did not go to STEM, your education section looks like this. Make sure your dates are correct. Up here are the dates that you came to our school. Down here are the dates that you went to your home school. Now, you may never have set foot in your home school. The strange thing about our school is that you may have only transferred in there, never went there, but came here. Whatever it is, make sure your dates match. Whenever you went to your home school from 9th grade on, make sure those dates match. Here is your home school. Make sure it's capitalized properly. Make sure you leave high school diploma there. City, capitalized, comma, space, state, capitalized, space, zip code. So city, comma, space, state, space, zip code. Up here, you're going to see your lab is going to be right there. If you went to STEM, it's going to look like this. You're going to have Valley STEM plus Me Too Academy built in for you here. Up here, all you have to make sure is you have your home school district. Make sure it is spelled correctly. Make sure it is capitalized correctly. Moving down, let's jump back to creative arts. Moving down to experience. Now, each one of you has something different built in. You will all have something under experience, even if you've never had a job. So creative arts, you are a creative arts and design intern. You had to pick 3 things that you specialized in. Make sure they are capitalized. If you were in cosmetology, you have an internship. Your internship might still be going on. That's fine. In your internship, you can put to present. When you started it, to the present. You will also have, if you were in cause, your work experience below that. So you have the internship, which you put where you went, a oh my God, slash mark, city, comma, state, slash mark, date range that you worked at the internship and your responsibilities. Then you have your work experience. If you were culinary, you had to give 3 to 4 of your specialties after where you see it says stations and jobs held, 3 to 4 of your specialties. Make sure they are capitalized. So each one of you has one job in that experience section. Cause you're the only one who has the internship section. In this experience section, say you have the built-in one for you. You also have space for maybe 1, maybe even 2 jobs that you've held. If that is true, you have what you are in this line here. So crew member, it is bolded, it is italicized, it is capitalized. Then you have here, you have where you worked, the name of the place, you have backslash, then you have city, comma, state, backslash, make sure there is a comma in between the city and the state. And here you have capital, whatever month it is that you started, whatever year you started, dash, and then whatever month you stopped. Sorry, did I say year? I can't remember. Month and year, and then month and year. If you are still there, this box would say present. The third line of your experience here is what you do at this job. So you have a bullet, and then you have a list of things that you do. Prep food, run drive-through, I don't care what you do, but you're going to list those things here. You're going to capitalize only the very first one. Okay? That is the same. Now, at this point, right now, you probably have some, if you've never had a job, you left some fake information in there from last year. At this point, you are a senior. Get rid of anything phony. So you may only have this as your experience, what's built in, and that's okay. Moving down to honors and activities. Honors and activities could look like this, where you have one row of bullet points, and you have what you are in, separated by, let me see if I can blow this up a little bit more. So you have what you are in, then there's a colon, and then there's the date range that you were in it, however many years you were in it. If you, let me flip over here too, because some of them look different. If you had a lot of honors and activities, you may have 2 rows, depending on how yours is set up. That's okay. Whatever you did, make sure that all the important words like Skills USA, CTC Student Tour Guide, Honor Roll, they are all capitalized. You won't capitalize things like for or in, but everything else will be capitalized. Your colon will separate what you did from your date range. If you are still doing it, you can say present. At this point, if you have anything phony in there just to hold a place, get rid of it. If you don't understand what something is, like if it says FCCLA and you didn't compete, if you're in culinary, get rid of it. You have to be able to talk about anything on your resume, so get rid of it. Next thing, the bottom section of every resume, I would ask you to not touch any of it. If you were in creative arts, yours looks like this. Now, if you got new credentials, you can add those badges in, that's fine. But all of this stuff, don't touch it, please. Any of this row or any of this row, do not touch it, because that will be something that you will have by the end of the year, hopefully. If you were in cosmetology, your bottom of the page looks like this. It's skills, licensure, advanced training. Don't touch it. Please, please, please do not touch it. If you were in culinary, your bottom section looks like this, and you have most of it already, so don't touch it. You, culinary, you got industry credentials. Add any new ones that you got. If you got any, you can add them, but if not, leave the rest there because you may have it by the end of the year. Okay, so don't touch this very bottom though. Any skill section at the bottom, don't touch it because you will have it by the end of the year. This is just like this one early update, one early revision. Now, if you want to use this resume and it is not completely legit yet, like all those skills, you don't have them yet, let me know. We will make a copy of this and we will make it as recent as possible. We will make it something you can use now. If you have a culinary resume, but you want to go for a retail job, I'll help you do that too. Just let me know. Just make sure this copy right here that you have that's your graduation copy. So don't touch that one. But if you need your resume before you graduate, let me know and I will help you, I promise. Last thing I want to show you, your reference list. Looks like this. This is just going to be you doing some editing. Make sure that your information up here matches the information on your resume. Your name, bolded, capitalized properly, address, no abbreviations, drive, street, boulevard, road, whatever, city, comma, state, zip, capitalized, phone number, email, the one that you have on your resume. And then down here, these are 3 people that you know would say nice things about you. Make sure that the format is correct. Their name, capitalized, what they do, where they work, street address, again, capitalized correctly, no abbreviations, comma between city and state, their phone number, and then their email if they give it to you. They may not give it to you. You have to remember that I will not know if anything is correct here other than the layout. I won't know if your information's correct. That has to come from you. But I'll be able to tell if your format's correct. You have to have all of your edits done by midnight on Thursday. I will be printing all of these out on Friday morning and then I will be grading them. So please make sure that all of your edits are done by Thursday night at midnight. The only other thing I want to show you is make sure everything is lined up. Like on your reference sheet, line everything up down the side, like here. Make sure there's spaces in between all of them. And then on your actual resume itself, make sure all your bullets are lined up. Make sure here, this is lined up. Make sure you have spaces. Like if you have 2 jobs, make sure you have spaces in between the jobs. Okay, see how there's a white space in between the 2 jobs? Make sure all of this is lined up. Make sure your bullets are lined up. It's got to look neat, guys, because this is what you're going to use to get a job. All right, so let me know if there's any questions, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.